How to get lucky. So, this is kind of an interesting episode, I think, about luck, right? Because it's such a interesting topic, right? It's almost mystique. It's unknown, right? It's out of our control. It's out of our hands. We can't really force luck. But I'm gonna try my best to so-called force your luck in your life, in your work, in your business, in your relationships, right? Like, how can we force it? Like, how can we actually get more lucky? It's not any woo woo magic. It's just behavior. It's things you can do that will increase your likelihood of achieving something or getting an outcome, right? And so the first principle is just doing more reps. I mean, this is math. If you really think about it, it's literally you're sitting in the casino at the slot machine, pulling the lever more and more. And each pull of the lever, right? The more you pull the lever, the higher your likelihood of winning, hitting the jackpot, right? The probabilities are still the same. You can't really control the probabilities, but the more you fucking pull the lever, the higher the likelihood that you will win. If we detach ourselves from the cost, the opportunity cost of, putting fucking coins into the slot machine, and you just keep pulling the shit, eventually you will win. You've done the behavior and reached a certain quantitized amount of repetitions where your likelihood of not getting lucky is lower than getting lucky, right? Because you've beaten the odds mathematically. You've pulled the fucking lever enough times. And so this applies to every single aspect of your life, right? Whatever it is you want to get lucky in, just do more, right? And the cool thing about doing more is that you get better. And the better you get at doing a thing, the higher the likelihood you get for each input of each pull of the lever. You're basically changing the probabilities. It's so cool, right? It's not like a slot machine. Whenever you're looking for luck in your life, in your business, in your work, in your career, you're increasing the probabilities as you pull the lever, right? Each rep increases your likelihood of the next rep of each of the next pull of the lever to land you a jackpot. And that's the coolest thing in the world, right? The more reps you do, the luckier you get. And I think that's such an awesome reframe to use in your life, where people just say, oh, I'm unlucky. Oh, I just don't get lucky at things. I never win things. The chance never favors me, right? But that's because you just haven't put in enough reps. The people that get lucky are typically the people that have done the thing so many times that they have increased the likelihood to a point where it is unreasonable for them to not get the jackpot, right? So reps, reps, reps. And the next principle is recreating the conditions of luck in your environment. So what does this actually look like? I mean, how can you change your environment or rig your environment so that you get luckier? This is basically optimizing for reps. It's literally just that. It's that simple. How can you optimize your environment to the point where it's so easy to do the reps? Like, there's so little friction between you pulling the lever on the slot machine, or no, from you driving to the casino, sitting down at that same slot machine, and then pulling the lever. You want to reduce the amount of friction between you doing that, like from thinking about going to the casino and gambling to actually sitting there and pulling the lever, right? You want to reduce the friction between thinking about doing something and then doing it. And so that's how you create the conditions of luck. You need to put yourself more often into the position of doing the input, more opportunities for you to get lucky. And so if you think about this from a business perspective, you want to get on more sales calls. You want to do more sales calls, even though there is a side of luck within them, right? Depending on how well qualified the client is, the lead is, whatever, right? But the more you fucking go on the call and pull the lever, the better you get on the call, and that makes you more prepared for each successive pull the lever or each successive sales call. And that means you get higher leverage from every sales call. And so that means your conversion rates should theoretically go up the more you do. So it doesn't matter how cold or unqualified the lead is, right? Each pull of the lever increases the likelihood that you will turn the lead into a client, right, on that sales call, because you've shown up and created the conditions of success, created the conditions of getting lucky. It's not complicated. People think it's woo-woo magic, but I genuinely think that luck boils down to two things. It's reps and environment, right? If you create an environment that allows you to do more reps at a higher efficiency and allows you to pull the lever on the slot machine and increase the likelihood with each pull that you will win the jackpot, then you will get lucky. You will. You just need to put in the reps and keep showing up. It's that simple. Goodbye.